damage, but I'ma pay homage. I remember listening to music when I was in college. Even when I was young, I was always seeking the knowledge. Daydreaming of my wife's thighs, cause I love the fraudage. No cap, I'ma always keep it solid. Niggas asking me for crypto even though I lost my wallet. My clients, schizophrenic and psychotic. That's why my relationship with them is symbiotic. Nas said he remains flyest in the fat canias. I don't know what that means.
Dude, I met your brother back in Amsterdam, and he was talking about posting like fucking. It was in the works, you know. It was being built on. It was before the red team, blue team thing. I met Richard, and I saw people there. They were just cocksucking him, making sure their cameras were in the right angle so they can post it on YouTube and get some more views. Like, what the are you even listening to what the guy says, or are you just here for Rich? Yeah, Richard, go into your Ferrari. Go into your Ferrari. Rev the engine. And Richard was like, bro, I'm just a fat guy, and the Ferrari is here for fun, and I won't even fit in it. And people were like filming how he gets into the Ferrari. Oh, that's gonna get me some clicks. Oh, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? You know, and these are the people that we give our money to. That these guys give their money to. Let me call it like that. If we were gonna go to
Warants, did you buy?
Yo.
Did you buy Matty Allen token?
No.
I was just kidding.
Yeah, I know. I actually built, you know, when I did the thing with the bomber jackets, Matty was actually the one who came up with like, bro, you can NFT this shit, you can make a token out of it, and maybe you can get all the posting designers, like sorry, god damn it, what's his name? Not Reaver Reaper, the other guy. Shit, he's the smoker as well. Fuck, I forgot his name. Anyway, maybe you can get all the creators under one umbrella with Trevor. Like, I'm from Europe, you know, and I have to send my jackets to fucking America. It's gonna cost me a gazillion in fees and shit for the customs, blah blah blah. Trevor has his American-based company. He can build the exact same bomber jackets that I have, the MA51 flight jackets, have them imported to America and just replicate my shit. And he was like, yeah, bro, let's fucking do this. So I reached out to some other guys who also built shit. I was like, dudes, I'm going to make a token. The Hocus Pocus guys are going to build a platform around it, but we need to give it some time. And here's you know, that's how things went. And then it went south because, let me call. Hex Joker has a jacket for free. Hexy Quinn has a jacket. I gave it to her. That's an honest fact. Hex Luthor, he actually paid for it. Now the two that you see on YouTube, won't mention any names, but part of the Cryptos Powerberg team, they got theirs for free. CZ Hexing got hers for free. At least they thought they would get it for free because they were the influencers. And I told them upfront what the cost would be for each print, each logo, each line of text, etc., etc., etc. Westcott, ATX, Crypto Wonder, all thought they could get their jackets for free because they're influencers. These jackets cost me like 175 euros each to create and send to America. That includes taxes and everything, customs, blah, blah, blah. You think I'm gonna give out 20 jackets just for free to get my fucking name out? I'm not an influencer. I just make cool shit and I want to bind projects together. And here's people doing a fucking, how do you call that thing? A wrench into it, into the whole system. They wanted, yeah, give me some tokens and I'll show your project. Give me a jacket and I'll show your project. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not giving you a jacket. You can get some tokens and you can spread them around to your people. And they just nuked it. They literally absorbed every single fucking dime that I put into it. And I could put in thousands a day. And I just kept on dumping. Like fake pump, dump, fake pump, dump. With multiple wallets and shit. And I was like, why am I doing this again?
Yeah.
Why am I being such a nice guy again?
What's going on, everybody? It's your host, the Crypto Wonder. Hope you're doing well. And as always, let's get right into it. So, it's been a while since I did one of these videos. or blogs or podcasts or whatever have you. It's interesting. I started this video with the clip that I played. This clip, basically the person who was talking on the intro is a crypto community person named Warants. And he's talking about basically the work that he's done, for the community, to try to bridge community and projects together through his craftsmanship, like doing t-shirts and bomber jackets, right? Putting logos of Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse X, and your own quotes on jackets and shirts and things of that nature. And it was talking about how a lot of the things he's done, in reaching out to influencers and explaining to the influencers that, this is what he does, creates jackets and shirts. The idea, he's saying that the influencers had the idea that they would receive jackets for free. And I'm speaking about this is because he publicly made this statement and included my name. This is why I'm publicly addressing this situation. Now, what's interesting is Warants seems like he's, all I can go by is my limited contact and dealings with him. And what am I talking about? Well, it's simple. Almost 2 years ago, I want to say May of 2023, before Pulse Chain Mainnet launched, we got into communication via text, right? Via social media, DMs or whatever, because he wanted to, connect, because there was a point where I joined a panel with Pulse Nation, and we were talking about Pulse Chain, of course. We were talking about anticipating the inevitable launch for mainnet. And in that stream, somehow, I think Warants was in the chart. I'm sorry, not chart, but in the chat. And the gentleman on the stream was saying, "Oh, Warants, he does great craftsmanship with t-shirts and jackets, and if you want one." And I said, "Yeah, I'd like one." But let me just be clear. Sure, in the moment I'm saying, "Yeah, I'd like one," but in my mind, I never in my mind expected to receive anything for free, because see, I'm a man of a certain age, been around, right? I know a little bit of certain things. Nothing is free. And if you think it's free, you're going to pay one way or another in ways that you may not even expect. So, but that's me. The stream was over, whatever. And so we communicated behind the scenes on social media via DMs. And in my earliest, like one of the first things I said to him was, number one, what are your costs, for your time and labor? I have to respect your time and labor. Right now, I'm not able to pay for anything, right? This is the thing. Told him, wasn't able to pay for anything. In order to help him understand, listen,
I'm not here to waste your time either. So tell me what cost of labor is involved, because I'm not here to waste your time. He said, oh, he gave out 4 jackets for free. 4 jackets for free to put the word out. But in this clip where he was on the Spaces, he's telling you about how everyone expected stuff for free. Everyone, meaning all the influencers, everyone he communicated or reached out to, influencers, expected everything he had for free. And that he put every resource he had into these things. I'm saying to myself, well, I didn't expect anything for free, to the point where I even told him and asked him specifically, what are the costs? And although I might not be, I'm asking you for the costs, I'm asking you for your time and labor, I can't afford purchasing anything at the moment. I couldn't afford anything right now. So this is why I'm not trying to waste your time. Very clear. What he said, well, I gave out 4 jackets for free. You could include your jacket as a 5th jacket. 5 is the number. 5 jackets I'm gonna give out for free. Yours will be the 5th jacket, supersized jacket, because I'm a big guy, whatever. I'm like, okay. Then you jump on the internet almost 2 years later. Want to talk about, and first of all, I didn't receive a jacket because the colors that I want, particularly, doesn't matter, but the colors that I want, he couldn't, I guess they didn't have, it wasn't available. So he sends me a shirt. It's cool. And the shirt was paid for. Like the shirt was paid for. Now, Warants. You went on the Spaces. I don't even know. Like, I saw this person follow me, another person follow me on X, and I followed back, and I saw that they were doing the Spaces. I caught the recording of the Spaces, and I'm just listening to it. And there's no way in the world that I would have expected for my name to come up from Warants complaining about how these influencers expected him to give them free goods for his labor, for his work and services. And how all this free stuff he gave amounted to nothing because he exhausted all his monies giving out free goods, giving out tokens, and helping people who launching projects and coins that went to zero and all this stuff. And I'm saying to myself, why are you lumping my name up in your nonsense? First of all, I don't even talk to you. I've recently done a couple streams and maybe 1 or 2 streams within the last month or so, 2 months. I saw you jumped in one of my chats and was spamming my chat about a project you wanted to talk about. And I was specifically clear and respectful. And I said, I'm not interested in having an interview right now speaking about other projects, because that is my choice. And I was clear. I don't deal with confusion. I don't deal with contradiction. I don't deal with hypocrisy. I don't deal with illusions. I was clear. Don't mix me up with any of your issues that you have going on with crypto and DeFi, specifically bad experiences or mistakes or errors that you found yourself experiencing on Pulse Chain. And when you lump me as an influencer, let's be clear. Everybody you probably mentioned Like you could think he mentioned so many people that he sent jackets to, all these names of all these people. And I'm looking at myself and I'm like, you call me an influencer? What 1,600 subscribers on the YouTube? Barely anybody watches my channel. I'm not screaming donations. I'm not launching any sacrifice projects. I didn't launch any coins. I didn't build a community off of any type of coin, nothing. Liquidity pool, nothing, anything, nothing. I'm not jumping on panel to panel. I'm not on the spaces 24/7 or jumping on the spaces on a daily basis, talking to different random men who you'll never meet in life. I'm not looking and farming engagement real crazy, like I have no damn sense. Like I'm not some type of middle-aged man who got responsibilities in life, who doesn't have responsibilities in life. I am that. And I meet my obligations, multiple obligations, and I wear different hats in my life. What time do I have? What time do I have to launch paid groups, launch conferences, events, doing all these things that all these other do I look like I'm Hexologist to you? Do I look like I'm Dollar Cost Crypto? Do I look like I'm Crypto Coffee and RG3? Do I look like I'm all these guys? Do I look like I'm Matty All In? Do I look like I'm Hexy Bastard? Do I look like I'm Mr. Pumpernickel, Buck Fiat Fame Fucks himself? But you want to call me an influencer. Do I look like I'm the one that wears bathing suits, flashing her mammary glands, acting like she's knowledgeable in crypto, and all she does is regurgitate information, can't give you one coherent cognitive thought that's coming from her without knowing that she got the information from someone else, secondhand information? In other words, cannot produce one original thought. Am I these people? Do I cape and run and chase people in the community for an interview? Do I pay people to speak to them? Does anyone throw allocations and donations and coins at me to talk about their projects? To talk about their coins, to participate in their next grifts and rugs, like many have done and will continue to do? I'm a simple person who talks on the internet about what I like to talk about. And in this case, in the last 8 years, has been cryptocurrency. If it wasn't for the few connections I have made in crypto, I would want nothing to do with anyone in this space. For reasons like this. I was cordial. I was respectful to this person, and next thing I know, almost 2 years later, you want to lump me in this narrative about how people basically made you feel bad because you didn't get your desired result that you were looking for. Then you should have been clear. You should man up, pick up the broken pieces, and move forward. Not complain to other men on the spaces and cry looking for some type of solid support and relief. And then throw my name under the bus as if I did something to you personally. And you do it publicly. If you felt the way, same way you were able to reach out to me on social media behind the scenes, hey, that's all it took if it was that serious. But I don't think it was, but I heard my name and it wasn't in the most favorable light. That's why I'm speaking about it publicly. Because it's only right. You know, if you, in other words, I mean, I don't know what it is, you know, the shirt that I have, I still have the shirt. Well, because I didn't take a picture wearing the shirt and tell people on. This is the thing that's funny about people in social media. The expectations that folks have. The same way you thought that people expected to receive your bomber jackets for free is the same way you expected those same people. No, the same way you think that the influencers expected to receive your jackets for free is the same way you had expectations and thought everyone was going to run out and talk about it and talk and give you the credit for it. And when that didn't happen, right, you became sour and bitter and salty. That has nothing to do with me. It's called life. And at this point, just at this point, and there's so many bigger, greater things happening in the world, we pick up the pieces and move on for where we left. Learn from the mistakes and carry on. But I tell you what, if you're trying to really build connections and unify communities and projects through your products by making merchandise and clothes and apparel and things of that nature, the way you went about doing this here, you got to go back to the drawing board, reevaluate everything you're doing, reassess, and then start again, reinvent yourself and do it again in a better way. And lose the attitude as far as trying to accuse people of something that didn't happen. And you and I both know I have the proof. You have the proof. You know what took place. Instead of, creating ideas and thoughts about I speak to the people directly. Hey, wonder, etc., etc. You had an understanding this and that, but there was no understanding to have because I was clear from the door. What do you charge for your labor? What are the costs? I have to respect your time. I have to respect your work. Clear. That's clear. And I even went as far as tell you I can't afford to buy anything right now, so I'm not trying to waste your time. In other words, you could move on. You went as further to say it was on you to say, listen, I'll throw the 5th jacket for free, since I already threw 4 out there for free. And you're complaining about that in itself. You're saying that everyone expected it for free, but you're saying you sent me a message almost 2 years ago indicating that this is what you did. You sent out almost like you sent out the samples already, or you sent out whatever free clothing, maybe having again the expectation that people were going to promote your work. Don't connect me with any projects. Because you kept talking about coins and allocated folks that, launched coins and it went to zero and your money's just went to zero. You kept spending and not making anything back. Like you're just, it's crazy because I don't know if you remember, but this is the type of person that I am. You made a disparaging remark. You made a remark that was incredibly disparaging in our exchange, but I didn't see it as that. But someone else could look at it and interpret it completely different. Did I go and take advantage and take that and do screenshots and plaster all over the internet and start, this weird drama about you possibly being somebody that has weird characteristics against other people, other human beings? No, I didn't do that. But you took it upon yourself to lump me into your idea about influencers who took advantage of you in a sense while you're doing all this work for free. I'm not that guy. And your mistake was you did it publicly. That's why I'm addressing it publicly. But it's funny, what's funny is in the context that you wrote this comment, I didn't take real offense to it because I saw what you were trying to say, but someone else might. And then what? The community is going to look at you as something unfavorable? to isolate you. No, I kept it to myself. And I know the viewers don't really understand because I'm not going to put it here. But you know what I'm talking about. You know very well what I'm talking about. Because I don't think you that guy for real. But I think you do have issues that you need to work out on your own. That the way you conducted yourself on the spaces and speaking to people who don't really know you. We don't know each other like that unless you're really cool with somebody and you meet them face to face or whatever, built a bond, a camaraderie over numerous years. You break bread with them. They know your loved ones. Your loved ones know them. And come on, man. It's the internet. Get it together. Get it together. You know what? Nah. Because you jumped out the window. And this is the thing. This is the thing about these people, folks. And it's not really just about him. It's the vitriol they have against folks who want to stay strong on their convictions, right? It's bigger than about myself holding this maxi style of idealism and blah, blah, blah. Just because I like to talk about RH coins and I've been doing it for years already. It's the fact that you don't talk about what they have going on that burns them. Every single one of them. When you don't talk about it, they think that you're brainwashed. They think that you're toxic. They think that you're narrow-minded. They think that you are an adversary. Which if you're a thinking man, a rational thinking man or woman of sound mind and have a modicum of intelligence, you know that's nothing but foolishness. It's just people are pissed off that you're not pumping their bags for whatever reason. And then we want to tout and espouse freedom and independence and sovereignty. Freedom of speech, freedom of everything. Until you're not talking about their thing. Everything is all good. Until you refuse or you decide, nah, I'm not going to talk about whatever you're shilling. Because that's the thing about this gentleman too. Make no mistake about it. Because even in the spaces that we talk about, he keeps bringing up this project that he, I guess, likes. This project unrelated to Richard Hart and blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. That's fine. But if the fact that no one is attaching to it or people are not promoting it, or people are not promoting you, talking about it and shilling your bags, pumping your bags, you got to work a little harder to see the desired results. Because like RA said many times over, I don't work for you. You want to see something done, you do it. It's not your money.
My life motto is like, if you catch me on a lie, call me out. On the spot. In the same fucking second. Just interrupt me. If I say something that's not true, interrupt me. Go ahead. Just smoke me, whatever the fuck.